have a new daughter.
Oh, John. Pictures of taker of pictures.
Picture of Mickey Mouse on the cover. She would constantly request that Kathleen and I read So Prento to her, and after 10,000 readings of So Prento, I picked up the book for the 10,001st reading, but before I could start, Morgan recited word for word, without a mistake, the book that was 10 or 15 pages long with 2 or 3 paragraphs per page. Morgan continued on that trajectory and by all accounts was an exceptional kindergarten student, excelling in finger painting, block building, and everything but choosing time, which was tough for Morgan, but fortunately, long ago, Morgan overcame her choosing deficit. This is relevant now because we're here together to celebrate with Morgan and John 2 very profound acts of choosing. In the lives of most people, the decision that we make, the choice that we make that has the biggest impact on how happy our lives are choosing a spouse. And we're here because Morgan and John have chosen each other. It goes without saying that I think Morgan was a brilliant choice for John to make. Now that I've gotten to know John, I see what a very inspired choice it was for Morgan to choose John. It is my wish and my prediction that a very happy lifetime together will confirm the wisdom of the decision that Morgan and John made to choose one another. Congratulations.
When I gave Bob this toast to read, he said, Joanne, that's a speech, not a toast. So just bear with me. Bob and I moved from the suburbs to the city about 4 years ago to be closer to our sons. And we've had a good opportunity to get to know Morgan very well because we live within a 10-minute walk. We enjoy her very positive outlook in spite of all of this rain. She was just totally oblivious to it. Her energy and her ability to coax John away from sports on his big screen TV, thanks to their DVR. They're a cute couple, comfortable with each other, respectful of each other, and kind to each other. Morgan has been a very good sport, having dinner with us, going to the movies with John and me, meeting for cookies at our favorite bakery at the Prudential Mall, and even spending time with the future in-laws in our condo in Naples. Even when we hadn't planned time together, we run into each other in the most random places. This past weekend, Bob spotted them on the escalator in Lord and Taylor. Sometimes I think they think we're stalking them. Morgan has been generous to share John with us on the weekends when her brunch buddies, I don't know who you are, raise your hands. Brunch buddies. They have brunch on the weekends, the ladies, and John calls up and says, "You want to have lunch?" And we say, "Oh yes, we'll be there." I have always said that John was born 30. He was mature even as a 16-month-old when his brother Brendan was born. There was never any jealousy on John's part. He was protective, and they had a special bond. Our family of four has had such fun together, and now we're going to be a family of five. John and Bren continued to be close friends, living on different floors in the same apartment building, sharing Red Sox tickets, clubbing with their friend Kim, and even working for the same consulting firm. John is very special to us, a kind son, brother, and good friend. I could go on about his wonderful traits, and I'd love to, but what I really cherish about John is that he listens. And last night at the rehearsal dinner, one of his groomsmen, Rob, brought this up, that he listens. I thought it was just me he listened to, but he listens to Rob, and Joe also mentioned it today at the wedding. He's a wonderful listener. And he sits and listens to me when what I'm saying would be boring to anybody else, but he's really interested. He has remained connected to his parents and cares about our lives. And Morgan, these qualities are what will make him a loyal, loving husband. Let's toast the bride and groom.
And now a toast by the best man.
The first time that I met Morgan was at a party at her apartment about 3 or 4 years ago. And I can still remember talking to one of her friends and sort of doing the brotherly thing of talking on my brother, talking about all of his good attributes. And, looking back on all the ridiculous statements that I was making, I can't help but think that at least some of them were true. And really, John, you've been a great example to follow. I think I've sort of stolen, everything from the classes that you've taken, sports you've played, even stealing the good parts at least of your sense of humor. And it's worked out really well. And it worked out great until you started copying me. The guy now, he now works at the same consulting firm that I do, lives in the same apartment building as I do. Except he has a better job than I do. He might dispute that. And he lives in a better apartment than I do. So I don't know exactly how that works, but that's how things are. The one thing that I haven't been able to follow you in yet is finding someone who's as good a fit for me as Morgan is for you. I definitely think that whether it's sharing common interests like reality TV or Boston sports, they always seem to be having fun. But seriously, I've never seen them get into an argument, which, given my personal experience in things of this nature, is flat out amazing. That's why, in case anybody wants to know, I am here without a date tonight. So. Yeah, no. So while I will not be following you down into the marriage arena in the near future, I'm sure you'll have many great years ahead with Morgan. Congratulations.
Hey!
Most of the people in this tent who know Morgan can attest to the fact that she's always willing to go out of her way to be there for her friends. Whether it's flying to Las Vegas for a wedding party over Easter, or helping me with my middle school French projects when she'd been 5 years past when she took French, she's always willing to do whatever she can to help the people that she cares about. It's because of this that I'm so happy to be here today to celebrate with my sister and John. My family has always been a small but very tightly knit group. Since we were younger, we spent the bulk of our family time with our cousins, and it's always been with the cousins. We like to think that we're going for quality over quantity, and with that value in mind, I can easily say that our family could not be more excited than with the addition of John. John, we all liked the funny stories that Morgan told us starting the summer that you two were office mates 4 years ago, and since then you've only made my sister happier and happier. Congratulations again, and welcome to the family.
More frosting.